Hello students, I am teacher Sarika here. Students, in last video lecture, we have learned about the meaning and the importance of corporate finance. And today, we are going to learn about the capital requirements. Okay? The meaning of corporate finance is what? See, finance. Finance means what? Cash, money. And corporate finance means what? Management of that cash and management of that money. It is not only about the money. It is what the management of the cash, management of the money and management of the finance is what the corporate finance. Okay? Means what? We have to manage inflow of cash and the outflow of cash. Whatever inflow of cash is there in a business, we have to manage outflow of cash from that inflow of cash. Means what? Inflow of cash means what? We are earning money. We are earning profit. And outflow of cash means what? We are expending cash. We are expending money. It is what? The money is going out of the business. It is what? The outflow of cash. And the meaning of corporate finance is what? The management of inflow of cash and the outflow of cash is what? The total corporate finance. Okay. Now importance also we have learned. There were 8 to 7 points were there regarding the importance of corporate finance. In short, we just take into consideration the blood. Okay. How the blood act in our body. How the blood acts in our body. It is as much as important the finance in the corporate. At the same time, the circulation of the blood is also very much important. If the circulation of the blood is not there in our body, obviously there may be the chances of illness. Same like in the corporate, the circulation of finance, the circulation of money is also important. So, like the blood in a body, finance is also that much important in any organization, in any corporate. Okay, understood? In our today's video lesson, we are going to study these 2 points. First is what the meaning of capital requirements and second is what the types of capital requirements. Here is the meaning of capital requirements. See, when a business entrepreneur conceives an idea setting up a business enterprise, the commercial viability of the idea is investigated. See, listen. When a business entrepreneur means the person who promotes the business, who start the business, and to start up the business, first idea came to his mind. Commercial viability means what? The ability of the businessman who is able to do the business. And when the entrepreneur is satisfied with this idea, with the feasibility of the project, feasibility means what? The possibility of the project. Serious steps are taken into consideration. Serious steps is start to take into the consideration. And that time, the first and the foremost means what? The important decision is what? The amount of capital. Capital means what? Capital means finance, cash or the money which is required to run the business, to start the business. And this task is carefully taken. And for this, a proper financial plan should be drafted and prepared, keeping in mind present and future requirements. Means what? The availability of finance for the business. What is financial plan? Financial plan means what? It is the assessment of financial requirements. To do the assessments means what? To study the financial requirement and arranging the sources of capital. As per the financial requirements, we have to arrange that source of capital. Thus, while deciding about the volume of capital requirements means the amount of capital requirements, entrepreneur means what? The promoter, the person who start the business has to take into consideration whether it is fixed capital requirement and the working capital requirement. And today in this topic, we are going to discuss about these capital requirements in detail. And this entrepreneur's capital requirement is divided into two parts. First is what? Fixed capital, and second is what? Working capital. And we are going to discuss in detail. We are going to study in detail what is this fixed capital and what is this working capital. Okay. Now see what is the meaning of fixed capital. Fixed capital means what? Permanent capital is the capital which is used for buying fixed assets which are used for a longer period of time. Means what? See, fixed capital means what? Permanent capital. Permanent capital which is used for buying the fixed assets. Fixed assets means what? The assets which are there in the company for a longer time and which are purchased before starting of the business, like what? Land and the machinery and the assets, fixed assets of the company is what? The fixed assets of the company, and they are useful means what? Machinery of the business, machinery of the industries, land of the industry, then the office place of the industry. It is used for what? A longer time in the business. These assets are not meant for resales. These assets are not used to resell. These are what? The fixed assets. And here in simple words they explain what is fixed capital. Now see, fixed capital means what? The capital which is invested for acquiring fixed assets. Means what? Fixed assets लेने के लिए हम जो कैपिटल, हम जो मनी, हम जो फाइनेंस इन्वेस्ट करते हैं बिजनेस में, उसे हम क्या बोलते हैं? फिक्स्ड कैपिटल बोलते हैं. It stays in business for a long period, almost permanently. Fixed capital means what? Which is there in the business for the permanent use. It is there in the business for the permanently. Okay. And examples of these fixed capitals are which one? See, the land, then the building, then the furniture and plant and machinery. These are there in the business from starting of the business, and before to start up the business, the entrepreneurs need these kinds of fixed assets, and which is the permanent assets and which are not for sale. Means what? Land, building, machinery, furniture and the plant. Okay, plant means what? Where you start the business, the place where you do the business. Okay, now such capital is required usually at the time of establishment of a new company. This capital is required when to start the new company. Okay, and however existing companies may also need such capital for their expansion and the development. Existing company means what? Running company, they also need such kind of capital for the expansion. Expansion means what? To expand the business, to improve the business. And the development means what? To grow the business. And replacement of equipment means what? If any kind of furniture, any kind of machinery is not working in the in that business, it needs to replace that equipment. And it is what the meaning of all fixed capital. Okay, the initial planning of fixed capital requirement, permanent capital requirement is what? The initial planning, starting planning is made by whom? Company's promoter, company's owner. And for this, first step is what? To make a list of the assets which is required to the business. Okay, and they started to estimate that assets. Okay, now they collect the information regarding the price of land. Means what? They want to estimate how much amount they want to spend on such type of assets, and for that they collect the information regarding the price of land. Estimation means what? To obtain the price. And they start to collect the price of land, cost of production, cost of construction. Construction means what? Whatever expenditure we are expending on the construction of the building, and the cost of plant and machinery. Whatever is the price of the plant and machinery, they start to obtain the estimation, quotation of the same. And then the cost of different fixed assets is calculated, and the resulting figure would be the total fixed capital requirement of a new firm. After all these cost of different fixed assets calculated, they come into the final result that how much fixed capital requirement is needed to the new firm. Okay. In recent years means what? Nowadays, estimating fixed capital requirement has assumed a great importance. It has a great importance to have the estimate of fixed capital requirements. Why? Because the modern business process which requires increase of heavy and automated machineries. Means what? Now the modern business entrepreneurs, modern business requires the heavy machinery and the fully automated machineries, and for this kind of machineries the heavy amount of fixed capital is required. Okay, and now once the list is prepared, how much fixed capital is required to purchase the business assets, then the entrepreneurs obtain funds for the purchase of fixed assets from the capital market. Capital market means what? The market where these kinds of activity is there. Means what? Which kind of activities? To arrange the funds. Means what? From issue of shares. By issuing shares to the public, you can obtain the capital. Then the debentures. Debentures means what? Debt. You can take a debt from the financial institutions, and you also can sell your bonds in the market, and even obtaining long term loans. Means what? We can also take the loans from the banks to purchase these kinds of assets. Okay, understood? And this fixed capital is what? The permanent capital which we studied now. Clear? Now the second type of capital requirements after fixed capital is what? The working capital. Now see, working capital is the capital which is used to carry out a day-to-day business activities. Okay, now your business is already started. With the help of the fixed capital, your business is already started, and now you require the working capital. Working capital is required to what? To carry out day-to-day business activities. Now after estimating the fixed capital requirement of the business firm, it is necessary to estimate the amount of capital that would be needed to ensure smooth functioning of the business. Daily business activities. Daily business activities is required for what? For smooth functioning of the business. If that activities is not going to perform at a daily basis, no business can run smoothly, and for the smooth functioning of the business, proper functioning of the business, we require the working capital. Now see, a business firm requires funds to store adequate raw material in the stock. You know raw material. Raw material means what? Which is required in the business to convert into the finished goods. The process in the manufacturing is what? To convert the raw material into the finished goods, and a firm would need the capital to maintain the sufficient stock of finished goods also. Means what? Working capital is required to store raw material also, to have the adequate stock of raw material also, and to maintain the sufficient stock of finished goods also. Finished goods means what? The goods which is ready in the industry to sell into the market, and in actual price goods are sold out in cash or credit. Which goods? Goods which are ready into the business, which is ready into the industry, these are ready to sell in the cash or in the credit. Cash means what? Here you get the cash after selling it into the market, and sometimes you have to also sell on credit. Credit means what? You are not getting the cash here, you are getting what? The time limit. Time limit what? Time limit for what? To repay your cash. Okay, now goods sold on credit do not fetch cash immediately. See, the goods sold on credit, you will not get the cash immediately after selling that goods on credit. Credit means what? क्रेडिट पे आपको आपका बिजनेस आपका सेल करना है. ओके, देन फर्म विल हैव टू अरेंज funds till the amount is collected from the debtors. Means what? The person who purchase the goods on a credit is what? The debtors. Okay, and cash is also required to pay the overheads. Overheads means what? See, overheads means what? Overheads means indirect cost or expenses required to run a business. Means what? There are some indirect expenses. Means what? Which is not directly related to the production, but still they are the overheads, they are the expenses. And what are these overheads? See, this includes what? Accounting fees, advertising, then the insurance, interest, legal fees, rent, repair, taxes, telephone bills, and the travel expenditure. These are what? These are indirect expenses. See, these are not related the expenses which is required to manufacturing process. This is the expenditure which is required for the indirect expenses. Okay, and cash is also required to pay the overheads, and these overheads also requires to pay in cash. Okay, since uncertainty is always a feature of business, some excess cash should also be maintained to unexpected expenses. Means what? Some excess cash means what? Some expenses are there in the business which is not the planned business, which is not the planned expenditure. They are what? The unexpected expenses which may incur anytime, unexpected ways. It is what? It is means what? Cash is also required. Working capital means what? Cash is also required to meet that unexpected expenses also. Okay, so this is the explanation about the working capital. Working capital means what? Working capital means what? The capital which is required in the business to start up the business, to run the business activities smoothly and continuously. Okay, clear? So students, here finish about our today's topic is what? The capital requirements. The two types of capital requirements. First is what? Fixed capital. Second is what? Working capital. We also studied in detail what is fixed capital and what is working capital. In our next video lesson, we are going to study the factors which is determining these two capital requirements, fixed capital and the working capital. Okay students, goodbye, take care, stay home, stay safe.